everyone, MG get to another ripper of an episode. Uncle Jojo here to talk to you about flat pack kitchens and installing a kitchen in a reno or an extension, especially if you're doing it yourself. So there's a lot of kitchens that are getting flat packed these days. Obviously one of the biggest companies out there that are creating flat pack kitchens is IKEA. Everybody talks about the IKEA. There's companies that are called flat pack kitchens. There's specialist kitchen manufacturers like Gday Cabinetry or Albador that you give a cutting list to, and they will actually cut an entire kitchen for you using proper cabinetry materials. So cabinetry materials that are particle board, boards like this that are already finished, edged and everything. It's already got the screw holes drilled into it, and they actually give you quality fittings and fixtures. So everything goes together and actually lasts when you put it into place. We're going to step through putting a flat pack kitchen in place. It's all been cut by Gday Cabinets, so thank you very much, Gday Cabinets. And we're going to be putting it in, and as you watch us put it in, I'll explain the different sections of it going in. So today, the first section that we're going to be doing is looking at our setup. Remember our P's. Always remember the P's. Proper planning and preparation prevents piss poor performance. Remember the P's. It's all about peeing. First thing we look at is our kitchen layout. So here we've got our kitchen layout. It actually has all of our measurements. I'll just show you that. Here's one I prepared earlier. It already has all of our measurements on it. So what we're going to do is we're going to run across this wall and we're going to start putting lines and measurements on this wall. So our set out's already done. Just an important note before I go too far on, we've got gas in here, we've got electrical. We don't take care of that. We use licensed trades to do those sections of the build. Whenever you're doing a reno or extension, make sure you use the registered trades to come out and do those works that need to be done and certified. So important. Any structural things, you need a carpenter that is licensed or registered. Anything over $16,000, you have to be a builder or get a builder involved for. Simple things like painting, you might want to be able to do yourself, or like a kitchen, putting it together and putting it in place. But again, make sure you're getting the right people in at the right time. I can't stress that enough. So stay tuned, come with us, and check this out. Quite often when we're doing cabinetry, there might be some slight trimming to need to be done on your panel work. That's where it's super important with the experience that you have putting these things together. Quite often we hear about owner builders doing jobs like this, or do it yourself, home improvements, where their cabinetry isn't going together because they haven't taken a little bit extra time on finding the small details that make a big difference. Here we've actually got the floor that's running out, and it goes from 3mm to maybe 0.5mm at the other end over that size panel, which is a 680mm panel. So what we do is we get our saw, our festal saw, we get our edge against that, and we can cut it off. What this will do will ensure that the back edge of this panel will sit hard up against the wall. Otherwise what's going to happen is it's going to sit away and it's going to start, how would you say, waving in the wind. I'm actually a big fan when we're cutting cabinetry down, especially MDF, that we use a vacuum on this. I'm just a little bit governed on size at the moment. The next cut I do will definitely have the vacuum attached, and you'll be able to see that as I cut that, any of that sawdust will actually be vacuumed up. So you can see we've got the pantry in, we've got the fridge area, pull-out pantry. Now we're just starting to finish off this last section all the way down along this one wall. The problem is this old wall does a bit of a snake. Very typical for an old build. So what we've done is we've set up a laser, and we've got a laser coming all the way through, and we're measuring all of our cabinets back to our laser mark to make sure that everything is in position and in a nice straight line from back to front this whole way. Next, we'll finish off these cabinets tomorrow, and then what we've got to do is get a bench top cut and prepared, because this whole bench top is a molded stainless steel bench top. So this has to be super accurate. Any questions or queries about it? Flick it over and I'll answer that for you. Best I can whenever I can. Thanks for watching, and like always, stay unreal banana peels. I'll see you in the soup. Hasta luego, mis amigos.